I've been getting cooked by gold, breaking my rules, everything. Because if you look right here, this was a trade I had on Friday, right? Taking it on all of my evals, price hit on my trailing stop loss around here with this everything. Because if you look right here, if you look right here, this coming okay. If you look right here, you can see this is a trade here. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Kerry, and we're back again with another one. So this past week, right, I have been getting cooked real bad, like real bad, because this past week with my 3.5 year experience, because I've been trading, like August make me 4 years since I started trading, and I've never had this amount of losing streak that I recorded last week trading gold. Last week was like really fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. I had 8 losing streaks, right? 8 losing streaks, which is the highest. They like the max I usually have, like back in days. I usually like 4-3, 4-3. Never exceeded. But this time around, I had 8 losing streaks, like back to back to back. And to be really honest with you guys, the only thing that really like is really holding my account right now was the sales I took on gold last week. Yeah, which I was aiming for about 3 hour market open with a very huge gap down, skipping my TP and getting me to over 7 hour. That's what like really saved. It's really holding my account right now, because actually I wasn't risking much. I was just, since it was a Friday. I don't usually like to risk much on a Friday when I see my setup, and the week was like a profitable week, and I see my setup on Friday. I don't like to risk much, so I went in 0.5, clapping over 7 hour. But coming to this week, I missed 3 of my setups, right? 3 of my legit setups, which those setups were like 2 of those setups would have covered up all my losses and leaving me with profit. Then one every day, but I legit missed them. Like price coming close to my entry point, leaves flying away straight to TP. Right. So let me show you guys the trade right here. All right, boys. So if you look right here, this is my Titan Capital phase 2, right? And this is the account I only trade gold on. You can see right here, I only trade gold on this account, and trust me, since I passed this account, I've been getting cooked by gold. Breaking my rules, everything. And yeah, you can just look at the trade statistics on this account. It's really bad compared to phase 1. Like phase 1 didn't even take me 2 weeks, and I wasn't risking like much. I would just take my normal 1% risk, and I scale in with about 0.5% risk. Target about 6 risks to reward, very easy. But with this account, trust me, especially with this Iran and US situation, like market just changing structure like back to back to back. It's been fucked up, and not only that, I myself have been the problem. Because I have another account which I trade gold and indices. I was doing well. I did make some profit, and everything. But at the end of the day, when you feel like you've arrived, trading is just going to humble you. And yeah, you can see right here, you can see I had 8 losing streaks, right? I had 8 losing streaks and I was down. You can see how much I was down right here, 2k. If you're showing clear, you can see I was down right here, 2k. And that's 8%, meaning I'm left to 2%. Meaning I'm left to 2%. And if you look on the account right there, I have a running trade right now, which that was the 2% I was risking on the gold setup I had. So I was like, you know what, I'm really done with this account. If you want to like blow it, let's just do it. Risk 2%. I held it over the weekend. Right, the trade right now is still running. I can see how this was looking for this rejection of this area right here, because I initially had like sales set up off here. Price came, gave a spike, started giving some sloppy reaction as soon as price dumped, right? I had plans to enter somewhere around here, but as soon as price like gave the displacement down, market was about to close. I was like, let me get in. Took the entry right here, and price is currently around here. So getting to here might take partials, because I don't even like care anymore. If the account was to be blown, I'll just like restart another account and get this shit over with, because it was already really annoying. And you can see the account I just displayed right now. You can see like the losing streaks I had. Like this was literally the highest I've had so far. Like, not that I'll maybe take a trade and close it, re-enter later on. This small like legit took setups, and they like lost back to back. Like I took it 8 goddamn times. 8 goddamn times. And thinking about it, some days gold is B, and some days, trust me, gold isn't. Gold isn't. And that's just how it is. That's just how it is. I just need to keep following my system and keep applying some strict rules to myself, because trust me, I haven't been following my rules lately. And okay, the first thing I noticed I was doing, the first crucial thing like I did wrong was, this past 2 weeks there was some trade I took that wasn't really like good, but I keep telling myself I'm going to like journal those trades, because journaling, right, has helped me a lot. Journaling has helped me a lot. When I take a loss, I notice the pattern of how I'm taking these losses. Sometimes I'll easily spot out the error when I'm journaling. Then I'll be like, no, this shit doesn't work out. I'm gonna adjust it this way, right? Like trading New York session, I usually take back to back losses, back to back losses. So journaling it, I reviewed another. I noticed one pattern that the New York always has. All right, I noticed one pattern that the New York session for gold always like have. So I started avoiding that pattern, and I started seeing everything clearly. Like trades which, if I had never had journal before, I would have still been taking those trades and still losing. Journaling was really important. Just for these past 2 weeks I neglected journaling, is this like it's costed me this much. It really costed me this much. All right, so journaling, like that was one of the key things that I just ignored for about 2 weeks, and it really like, because this was a bad week. We have losing streak, because even before I was taking all of these losses, I was winning. But with these losses, I needed to like review what was wrong and make some adjustment, because we keep learning every day, and that's just really, when you feel like you've arrived, the market is going to humble you. And secondly, one thing I was doing, all right, was taking a loss. I wouldn't like wait to see what the market is going to do. I'll just like clearly enter and get fucked. That was it. Just take a loss. I was literally revenge trading. It's one of the key things. Like I don't even have anything to blame outside. I'm fully blaming myself, taking like the full responsibility. I did mess up, and I did feel guilt, like even for not journaling. I really felt bad, but it happens. We're just humans. It happens. And yeah, which I'm not gonna joke about that this week at all. Which I'm not gonna joke about that this week. Luckily, most of my accounts were up. This account was the only account that was really down, because the gap opened, issues with the firm, ended up closing. It didn't get the full 7 hour, ended up closing at the 1 hour, and so back and forth. So with all the firms, I'm still quite up compared to this one, which I'm showing you in particular right now, which was the only account which I think this gold sale on, which I held over the weekend. So yeah, revenge trading and me feeling that, oh yeah, I've arrived, I'm just gonna like, those things really set me back and gave me this record. Like this is a breaking record. It because I've never had like back to back, back to back, back to back. That's one why I separated my evals, right? I separated my evaluations. I started trading gold and indices, but I noticed that most of the time we're making profit for indices and giving it all away to gold. So I split them. I started trading indices separate, trading gold separate. So I have like about 4 accounts which I trade gold on. Then I have about over 11, 12 accounts which I trade indices on. But I don't like trade them simultaneously because it's really stressful. Trust me, it's really stressful. So doing that has helped me a lot. You know, I won't be making profit on indices and giving it all away to gold. Doing that has helped me a lot, so I can be able to like adjust more with my strategy because I'm not using like anyone else's strategy out there. The strategy I'm using to trade, I'm building it on my own. So with all of these losses I'm taking, will just keep helping me. But if I don't journal, I'm not going to actually figure out what's wrong. So journaling is really one of the important things which I wasn't doing, which would have helped me avoided too many losses this week. I know I really overtraded. I really, really overtraded this week, which really got me fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. I really overtraded. So that's it for this one, guys, and I'll update you guys on the evals, right? The evals I bought this week, the ones I'm going to go high risk with, and the ones I'm not going to go high risk with. I'm going to update you guys on all of them. Because if you look right here, this was a trade I had on Friday, right? Taking it on all of my evals, pride hit my trailing stop loss around here with this crazy ass spike, right? Coming back, I was like, I'm still going to take this hit up on my accounts. Took it on two of my accounts, my 25k and 10k, which those accounts were like high risk account. But I really fucked up because I should have risked about 3% or so since I was holding it over the weekend, because if market would have given a gap up, I would have blown it either way. Just received the 2% because the gap would be high. So yes, but I risked 2% on both of them. Price came down and everything, because if you look right here, if you look right here, this camera, okay, if you look right here, you can see this is a trade here, and this is it right. You see, this is it right here. Market give a gaps, and sometimes usually comes filling the gap before it's doing what it's doing. But I'm just watching it, letting it play out, because I plan to like pass the challenge with just this trade. If the trade goes my way, I'm going to pass the challenge. I'm taking like high risk on these evals, just to pass it. I have the other evals which I'm trading like low risk on them, risking my normal 1% and everything. But these ones I'm going high risk on them, so I won't waste time. I'm trying to pass this account in less than a month, following the old way of prop firm trading.